In this segment, I'm still stuck at home because of the COVID-19 movement control order. Officially, this four-wheel drive Nissan X-Trail is still my main mode of transportation to move about and go to the university. At the same time, my field research requires me to travel deep into the remote areas of the tropical rainforest. Living off-grid and deep in the wilderness, of course, accommodation and food will be a big issue. When I started converting this SUV, it is not with the intention of becoming a full-time camper dweller. I still have a perfect home to return to anytime. At least now I don't have to worry about hotels and meals. Now I have a comfortable and perfect accommodation to rest any place, anytime on my travel. There is no more worries and pressure about having to rush for time. Today, my travel camping can be done outside, out in the open space. For practicality purposes, most of my cooking utensils collected throughout many years of jungle trekking are stackable, collapsible, and can be compacted small enough that requires minimum storage space in my camper SUV. My cooking pots, frying pans, and plates can all be compacted to fit into each other for compact storage. My canister gas cooking stove will be neatly packed in its own storage case. Even the side table is foldable and become compact. You may be surprised to see how I dismantle my reclining chair for storage into a compact pouch. And now I'm ready to move on to the next location. Even if it rains, resting inside the SUV is still very comfortable and convenient. Whenever I need an open free airflow space during the daytime, I can have the windows and rear bonnet open. I have installed a mosquito netting against flies and mosquito attacks. Fixing the mosquito net to the SUV is easy. This house window set netting that I purchased from Ace store came with a velcro-like strip that I stick to the metal part of the car frame. It sticks very strongly for a long time. A light pressure is all that's needed that will grip the netting to the velcro strips. To stick or remove the netting is very easy. There is enough spare netting for me to also cover the two side windows. I can just lower the side glass for better airflow and still block the mosquito from coming in. This is how it looks from the inside. I can also have the rear bonnet door half closed for a bit of privacy and ventilation. The netting still blocks the mosquitoes or flies from coming in. Whilst at the same time I can have the cool air from outside blowing in. Just behind the driver and the front passenger seat, I squeezed a stiff rubber water hose that acts as a duct-out curtain rail. I use my collapsible walking stick to wedge the rod to the car roof. Fixing and dismantling is quick and easy. For stealth camping in the car park in the urban area at night, people can barely see you from the outside window. In this demo, I have purposely removed a few window blackout panels to illustrate the stealth features. Whilst on the inside is fully lit with LED lights and tablet screen and wireless speakers. I might also have the side door a bit ajar for some fresh air. It feels like living comfortably in a hotel. For security reason, I also have on a magnet stuck to the roof rack a solar panel with motion detector to warn me of any intruder. The light is very bright to frighten intruders away. Or I may fix the solar panel sensor at the back of the car. By the next morning, I'll remove the blackout curtain, have my Gold Zero solar panel and the solar light on the car dashboard for charging. I also fix a car camera on the front screen. From the outside, my car looks normal, just like any other car. If whenever my research field trip requires a stay that extends to a period of over 3 days or longer, I then assemble the car top, rear canopy and awning for SUV roof tent. The front support poles is tightly anchored to my 2 rear tires, while the back is anchored with pegs into the ground. Even if it rains, or to have more privacy, I may in future fix a smaller, thinner trampoline to cover both sides of the open space. I can now live more luxuriously, double shaded underneath the roof tent that extends from my SUV rear bonnet. It can spaciously accommodate 2 persons whenever I need to bring my research assistant along. For this longer stay, I can now move out some of my stuff in the camper and move it into the upper stand for a more spacious storage. I can show you here some of the compact jungle camping gears and utensils that I collected during my long backpacking jungle trekking days. I still have with me my 10-year alcohol stove, cook set, and shield for light cooking. For preparing heavier meals, the bigger pots and pans and gas canister stove is used. If I run out of burning fuel, I can then resort to the use of my old trusty twig stove. I also still have my Stanley all-in-one hiking cook set for cooking light meals. To protect against rainy days, I keep my water cans, etc. underneath the car. I also have the Quechua collapsible low chair, the foldable fisherman's stool, and my inflatable bed to relax on. For sleeping in the tent outdoor, the Gold Zero LED light powered by the rechargeable AA battery is useful to light things up. When it gets dark, I will store all the utensils into the Quechua tent and zip up the entrance to prevent pests and lock down the bonnet door. Again, for security reason, at night I'll stick up the solar light with motion sensor to the back of the car. Any intruder's movement will trigger the light sensor. I will continue with a peaceful sleep until late morning. When leaving for home, dismantling the awning tent and the small tent is quick and easy. It takes me hardly 10 minutes to disassemble everything. Everything fits snugly into each carrying case, and all this stores tightly into the storage space in my SUV camper. And finally, my SUV camper is now back to its standard look again once more. Thank you for watching.